Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the French Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered, 10 being phenomenal, 0 being awful. Let's get into it. We'll start with a home favourite, the guy who should be demoted to Toro Rosso, Pierre Gasly. I've got one written down. 1. Seat should be in question, should go back to Toro Rosso. He's in the Red Bull, he's not delivering. I mean, that was the icing on the cake yesterday. Former employee in Daniel Ricciardo breezed passes the new employee, Pierre Gasly. Finishes behind a Renault, 2 McLarens, an Alfa Romeo. He's not good enough. Well, he's not good. He was phenomenal in Toro Rosso. He's not delivering in Red Bull. Max, 9 out of 10. Solid Dutchman as usual. P4 all weekend, consistent. Nico Hülkenberg, 7 out of 10. Another consistent driver, solid points, benefits from the Ricciardo penalty, so he goes up to P8. And yeah, good solid tussle with Kimi Räikkönen. Ricciardo, 7 out of 10. He had a good weekend, he qualifies P8, he gets that penalty. Goes wide to pass Lando Norris. The first one's harsh, the second one's a penalty. He should have got 5 seconds, drop him to 10th. But to give him 10 seconds and dropping out the points, very harsh indeed. It was a good weekend for Ricciardo. So yeah, for me the first one was harsh, second one penalty every day of the week, all 4 wheels out. Giovinazzi, 6 out of 10, amazing qualifying, beats Kimi, Ron's strategy in the race. He struggles in the race, still no points for the Italian, but I give him 6 for his qualifying. P10. Magnificos Giovinazzi. I nearly called him Andrea then for some reason. I have no idea. Kimi Räikkönen, 7 out of 10. Beat by Giovinazzi in qualifying, but his strategy, hard tyres to mediums, it worked. It gets him in the points. He benefits also from Ricciardo's penalty, and he finishes 7th. So, world-class race. Romain Grosjean, a home favourite, 0. Horror home race, retired late on. It was a shambles of the weekend for the Frenchman. Kevin Magnussen, 0. No pace, horror weekend. Haas F1, abysmal. Sebastian Vettel, 6 out of 10. P7 in qualifying, huge mistake. Fights back to P5 in the race. Fastest lap. That's his only consolation. 76 points behind Hamilton in the title race. Vettel's title challenge is done. Charles Leclerc, 9 out of 10. Very solid weekend. P3 all weekend. Beat Vettel all weekend. It's a good weekend for the Monegasque. Lewis Hamilton, 10 out of 10. Pole position, race win, championship leader, led every single lap. He's in a class of 1. Valtteri Bottas, 9 out of 10. It's a solid weekend, no errors. Needs to find something if he wants to be champion. Has he got that extra grit, determination? Has he got that extra gear? I don't know. George Russell, 5 out of 10. Good battle with Kubica. Finished last in the race. Beat him in qualifying. 2 stops. Had to change his wing. Great battle with Kubica. Going through seam. It's flat out. It's a right-hander. Kubica's on the inside. Russell's on the outside. Russell tries to hang it round the outside. Hits the polystyrene board. And then he stayed out with it. Was ahead of Kubica and then had to come in and change his wing. Kubica, 5 out of 10. Great battle with Russell. He beats Russell in the race. It was a more positive weekend for Kubica. Hard to mark the Williams boys, to be honest. Now, on to the star of the weekend. Carlos Sainz, 10 out of 10. Best of the rest in the race. Amazing performance by McLaren. This is what we want to see. But the sour note is, it was a huge boost for McLaren. Great weekend. But they were still like 50 seconds off the Mercedes. Lando Norris, 10 out of 10. P5 in qualifying. Very pacey. Looked strong all weekend. Heartbreak in the race. He's suffering with hydraulic issues. He should have been P7 every day of the week. But errors cost him. On the last lap he got overtaken by everyone, didn't he? It was real heartbreak for the Englishman. But he does end up P9 with Ricciardo's penalty. Kvyat, 4. He had a penalty, P14 in the race, not got much written down for Kvyat. Same with Albon, 4 out of 10, P11 in qualifying, P15 in the race. Toro Rosso struggled. Lance Stroll, 4. He had a great race. Once again, his race pace is good, Stroll. It's just his qualifying so shit, so he always has to fight back and go on a long stint on a set of tyres. So he really needs to up his game in qualifying. And Sergio Perez, 4 out of 10. That 5-second penalty he got was ridiculous. I mean, he goes in behind Kevin Magnussen. He goes round the bollard like you're supposed to, and then he comes out ahead of Magnussen. You've gained. It's dumb. It really is dumb. I don't know why people are questioning it. He goes in behind Magnussen. He goes round the bollard, comes out ahead of Magnussen, and then people are saying, where did he gain the advantage? I mean, come on. There we have it. Driver ratings for the French Grand Prix done. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Hamilton's got a 10. The McLaren boys have got a 10. Haas boys a 0. Nowhere. That is qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings done. And we go on to Spielberg, Austria. 2 Mercedes retired last year. We had Max win the race. Red Bull's home race. Let's hope they can get a decent result. Max is a consistent Dutchman. Pierre Gasly should be demoted to Toro Rosso. He's had enough now. That's 8 races, not delivering, spanked by Max every weekend, 0.5 every weekend off in qualifying, nowhere in the race. That's an embarrassment yesterday, to be beaten by an Alfa Romeo, 2 McLarens. And to top it all off, you're going down the main straight. Your Red Bull's former employee, who is now in a slower car, Daniel Ricciardo, breezes past him, breezes past the new employee in the Frenchman in Pierre Gasly. Oh, it's humiliation. I mean, Ricciardo's in the slower car and he breezes past Pierre Gasly. And it's quite ironic that Pierre Gasly got P4 in the Toro Rosso round Bahrain, and he just doesn't seem to be able to get a P4 in a better car. It doesn't make sense to me. He should be demoted back to Toro Rosso 100%, because he's not delivering. Remember, he's in a Red Bull, and the performances are not good enough. Yes, he's only had 8 races, but to be in a Red Bull, you've got to be capable of winning a race, and Gasly looks so far away from winning a race. Who do you promote? Do you promote the softly spoken Thai British-based driver in Ali Albon? Or do you promote the guy who's had 69 chances and he's still at the seat of an F1 car, the Torpedo? The Torpedo didn't do much wrong, but they wanted to promote the Dutchman because he was the brightest talent out there, and they had to sign him up. I mean, he ran into the back of Vettel twice. That was enough to give them the ammunition to kick Kvyat out and get in that talented Dutchman, and it was the right decision. But for me, it's got to happen. Gasly's got to be demoted, and one of the Toro Rosso has to be promoted. That is driver ratings for the French Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. Join me for Austria memories. We didn't do one for Paul Ricard because hard. Austria memories, qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings. We go on to race 9 at Austria, and race 8 is done. What a snooze fest of a Grand Prix. Adios! Thanks for watching.